People will de- try to debate you on something so trivial. Like, I really feel like I think most of the problems will be solved if people like decide that they should become better listeners than talkers, right? I don't think some of these people, some people are too basic. You know what I mean? Like, but it's uh, no one can have intelligent conversations anymore. You know what I mean? Like they get too sensitive, either too sensitive or too offended or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, people can't talk to each other anymore. They just can't. It's just like the simple common decency of having a good conversation isn't there. I don't even know how people coexist with each other, like the husband and wives and stuff, right? I mean, I even noticed, like, even like the little trivial stuff in daily life is just really hard to talk about. Bro, like, you can't even talk about what you're having for dinner. You know what I mean? Go ahead and, try to talk about, like, politics and finance news and stuff in the real world. You know what I mean? Like, I think basic common sense and logic isn't there. Like, people just talk over each other, like, for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're not listening anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I think the 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 basic common decency is to listen and then talk, but not listen and rebuttal talk, but listen then talk. Just talk. You know what I mean? Common decency is talk, right? And why does someone have to feel offended? You know what I mean? Like, obviously people state their opinions, right? That's cool. You know what I mean? State your opinion. You know. But anyway, all right, man. Just my 2 cents. You know what I mean? Like, just define what an opinion is. Define, like, what your facts are in your head. You know what I mean? Don't jump to conclusions, man, before you even know what the other person's talking about. Because at the end of the day, like, you come off like, like, you know, whatever doofus, right? When it comes to assumptions, you know what I mean? Like, and no one's gonna be sorry for it. You know what I mean? Just because someone else feel like they're the victim. Come on, man. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, if you don't allow the other person to talk, you take it out of context. You're obviously offended way too fast, right? You take the offense way too fast. You don't even understand where the other person's coming from, right? And then you have a pre judgmental um label labeling onto somebody else before they even start talking. You know what I mean? So, like, why even associate yourself with people? You know what I mean? If you're gonna do that, right? Why even have them as your friend or as your kinship, right? If you can do that, like, disassociate yourself, right? Because obviously, you know what I mean, if you can't talk to someone correctly, you're the problem. Right? If you have to change your tone, then you're the problem, right? Because you're obviously too easily offended. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right. Have a good day, guys. Peace.